Good morning, guys. It's Tiffany here, coming to you from my car. I just finished driving 2 hours. I know that I look very, very tired because I worked really hard this week. But today's not really going to be a typical video. I just want to encourage you all to share a little bit of my story. I have some amazing things that have been happening, and I can't wait to share those things with you all. As you can hear, my voice is a little gone. And like I said, I know I look very tired, but that's the cost to be the boss. That's what you have to do when opportunities present themselves. You have to make yourself available for them. When God cracks a door for you, sometimes you have to kick that door open and really make that opportunity work for you. Don't allow any opportunity, anything that is amazing, anything that is good to pass you by. Every opportunity that comes your way is not going to be a good opportunity. All money is not good money. You should not take on every client just for the sake of taking on every client. But when amazing opportunities come your way, you want to make sure that you're able to invest in those opportunities and that you're able to be present for those opportunities and to really take advantage of them. So I just want to encourage anyone who may feel like they're not seeing the fruits of their labor, who may be on the brink of giving up, to not do so. This journey, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, being a leader in your industry, it is a very taxing journey. Sometimes there is no reward for the journey, or you don't feel that it's a rewarding journey. Sometimes you may feel a little bit discouraged. You may begin to doubt your gifts. But one thing that I know for sure is that God will send confirmation. He will send opportunities. He will send people. He will send an encouraging word to remind you that your gift came from Him, and He's the only validation that you really need for your gift. When God blesses you with a thing, you don't really need other people to validate you. You just need to remember who blessed you with the gift and who gave you the amazing abilities and skills and talents that you have. Remember that every good and perfect thing does truly come from Him. And then if you are experiencing maybe maybe a season of lack, or maybe a season where, once again, you feel like you're not really producing any fruit. You're working really, really hard, making a lot of sacrifices that people don't see and that people will never see or never hear about. Just know that God sees everything that you do in private, and you will be rewarded publicly. One of the things that I always say for myself, and that I really encourage anyone that I'm connected to do, is to remain humble. Keep your head down, do the work, put in your time. There are people who have been doing what you have been doing for much longer than you have been doing it. And then there are some people who have been doing what you have been doing for a shorter amount of time and have really seen an amazing reward and, an amazing return on the investment. It doesn't matter how long you have to keep your head down, how long you have to work, how long you've been doing that thing. What matters is that you remain humble so that God knows when it is time to elevate you in His time, that you will be ready for it, that you won't get a big head, that you won't forget where your blessings came from. So just keep your head down, do your work. That doesn't mean to sit on your gifts. It doesn't mean to shy away from displaying your gifts, or to be so humble to the point where people are not able to see what it is that you are able to do. What that means is just to remain humble. That's what I mean when I say keep your head down. It doesn't mean, to be discouraged or to not understand the giftings that are within you. Just remain humble, and when the time is right, God will elevate you. I think about often a lot of the sacrifices that I know I've made in my journey, and I know that a lot of you who are listening or watching can relate. You make sacrifices that people will never know about, sacrifices that some people would probably say that you were crazy for doing. But when God has given you a vision, sometimes you are truly the only person that can see it. Sometimes you're truly the only person that can understand it. So count it as a blessing if God has sent you somebody who understands your crazy decisions, who understands understands the times when you pay your rent late in order to invest in your business, who understands the time that a bill might have to wait until next month, who understands the times where you might have to miss a birthday celebration, or you can't go out to the club as much because you are busy investing in yourself and in your career and in your business. So when God sends you those people, be thankful for them. But even if he never, blesses your life with those individuals, know that you're doing the right thing and know that your sacrifices will truly be rewarded. As I was driving home today, very early this morning, it's currently 7:30. I had a 2-hour drive, so I've been up since 5 and driving since then. But as I was driving home, the one thing that I really began to thank God for is all of the people who have supported me, and also all of the sacrifices that I've made that people will never even know about. I would thank God for the ability to be able to drive and the fact that I was able to do it by myself, because I remember after having brain surgery, when I couldn't drive myself, I wasn't able to, I couldn't perceive depth. I couldn't, perceive how far ahead of me things were. And I still had to work. And I'll never forget one of my really, really good friends, one of my closest friends, Kim. She drove me to New York for my client's event. I will never, ever forget that, because she didn't have to do that. I had to get there. I couldn't drive myself, and she volunteered to drive me, to help me with the event, to photograph the event, and then to make sure that I got back. I didn't have to lift a thing. I didn't have to do a thing. She took care of everything. So I was thinking about that moment and just thankful for an amazing support system. And then I was thinking about the time, and this is a story that I don't share with people often, but, when I didn't have a car. So I thank God for a car, right? I remember for like a year, I didn't have a car, and I had a car, but I couldn't afford to get it fixed. And, like a year after the car stopped working, I finally received a financial blessing from my father. And I was able to get, a new car actually, and get the work done to the car that I needed to get done. So, I was just thanking God for the ability to be able to drive. I was thanking God for the ability to have a car that was in working condition and that I could actually put on the road. Didn't have any issues or mechanical failures. And then just also thanking God for the fact that I was able to do it by myself, that I didn't have to have anyone there with me in order to make this happen, that I didn't need, a whole team of people as I normally would in order to be present for this opportunity. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and just remind you to continue to make the sacrifices, continue to be patient, and remember that you will be rewarded, that God sees everything that you do in private. He sees your tears. He sees the times that are challenging. He sees the times that you want to give up. And if you are patient, and if you would just submit to his will and do things his way, follow the vision that he has given you for your life, you will certainly reap a reward. And when you reap the reward, it's going to be far beyond anything that you ever could have done or ever could have imagined. So be encouraged on today. Please feel free to share this with someone. Tell them to watch it so that they can receive the encouragement that you received this morning. I want you all to have a very wonderful Monday. I'm about to go take a nap because I haven't slept in a week. I haven't saw my home in over a week. So you all pray for me, pray for my strength and my energy, and just have a phenomenal day and a phenomenal week. And we'll see you next time. Okay? Bye.